now we have some important life-saving information for you. Updates to the CPR and emergency care guidelines for 2025 have happened. Dr. Ashish Panchal is here. He's the Associate Professor of Emergency Medicine at Ohio State University. Good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm good and happy really to share this important information with our viewers. So what are the updates on those guidelines?
Yeah, the new American Heart Association guidelines are really focused at bringing the newest science to everyone. That's our lay rescuers as well as our healthcare professionals. These new updated life-saving recommendations run the gambit, but really focus on what do we do during cardiac arrest, choking, and even an opioid overdose. We're making it easier for everyone to remember and use so we can all be part of the lifesavers.
So you talk about in the material you sent the chain of survival. What does that mean and how does that help bystanders?
Yeah, the chain of survival has been there for ages when it comes to cardiac arrest and the AHA work. Now, one of the big things we did this time is we consolidated into a single chain. We used to have 4 for different areas, but it's now 1. Why? So we're all working off the same sheet of music. It simplifies our understanding of our life-saving steps and makes it easier for lay rescuers to know their role and emphasizes the quick action that we should all take. The 3 pieces and chains of survival are the same across the board. It starts with emergency responsiveness and calling 911. Second, doing CPR. And third, getting an AED, defibrillating. Those 3 steps together are the same across the board and will start the whole process of saving a life.
So getting the CPR training and the AED training intimidates people sometimes. What are your recommendations about people who are hesitant because they don't want to be responsible if there's an emergency or they're afraid they'll do the wrong thing?
Yeah, that's a great question. A lot of us have fear of acting, fear of getting engaged. Now, here's the real story. The real story is more often than not, this happens in the home. It's your loved ones. It's your family members. So if it's your family member, you know you're going to do everything you can possibly do. So get trained so that you're ready to do whatever you need to do. And it starts with just going out there and being ready. And when you get that experience, that makes it even easier for you to act. And the most important thing, you're not going to hurt anyone. These individuals are at distress. They need you. At that moment, your hands are their heart. And so every beat and every compression you give is going to allow them to come home to you neurologically intact.
If we get the training or when we get the training and get certified, how often should we update that training? Because if you don't use it, you kind of forget what each step is.
Yeah, I tell people, and I do this with my family, is remind yourself as frequently as you possibly can. In the hospitals, a lot of times we're doing quarterly training to make sure our skills are up. For us as lay rescuers, talking about it every 6 months to a year is really important to keep that fresh in your mind. I always tell people, and I'm that guy, during the holidays, Thanksgiving, Christmas, talk to your family members, remind them what they need to do, and that's a great way to get you engaged in what you need to do for the future.
Send our viewers to a website where they can learn more, please.
Definitely. I think the best place to go right now is to learn more is heart.org/nation. That's heart.org/nation. You can be part of the nation of lifesavers. One of the big things that we have to remember is there's a couple of hows that we need to remember about to save lives. Of course, for cardiac arrest, it's call 911, push hard and fast. Choking. I want to remind you about choking. 5 back blows on the back, as well as 5 abdominal thrusts. For our infants, 5 back blows, and it's actually 5 chest thrusts because we want to protect their bellies. Big changes in the AHA guidelines, all there to save a life.
Doctor, thank you so much for this life-saving information.
It is my pleasure. Thanks for having me.
And we'll be back with more lifestyles after this message, so stay with us.